fun, man. It's like an objective. It actually feels scary because you're like in a room with like 10 of your homies, and you're like there's like 1,000 zombies outside, and you're like, I just shit myself. Well, okay, that was weird. I'm gonna cut that out. Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and welcome to the State of the Game podcast with your host Kajana Plays, Kev the King, and Thordan Smash, and our special guest this week, someone who leaks data miner extraordinaire. Thank you for joining us, man.
Hey there, buddy.
So we have a ton of questions today, and Retrospect is going to be asking us the questions and what is going on with Season 10.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Retrospect, and I got some questions for you guys about Season 10 and what your opinions are. So first one is, what leaks or data mine information do we have to look forward to in Season 10 or beyond?
All right, so I guess first off, the biggest thing that people have in mind is like, what do we have for a new heirloom? And it's looking to be Ramparts right now, seeing that they have a Rampart Town Takeovr, Rampart buff coming mid-season, and, you know, the Rampart heirloom was just removed from the files, which is something they usually do before it's released. Alongside this, it'll probably come in the collection event that was Fight Night and is now probably still Fight Night, just with different skins, not the re-released ones. If you remember,
Yeah.
was it 2 years ago when they released the Lifeline heirloom? They had like the Monster Gibby skin, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Werewolf Revenant now, a Simulacrum Bloodhound, and possibly a Little Red Riding Hood Loba.
Ooh.
I like the
That one's.
I like the
like
little
But,
Red Riding
but
Hood.
any Lobo swimsuit.
Yeah, that's the big question. What's in the files? We got a Lobo
One
swimsuit?
day.
One day?
Maybe season 11, maybe. Who knows?
I'm actually like really excited for the Halloween event. That's been always my favorite event that we always end up having. I don't know, the zombie modes are always just super fun. All right, so that was the Apex Legends State of the Game podcast. Thank you for joining us today.
Bye. Yo, you missed it, dude.
So how are we feeling about the Rampart heirloom? Personally, I really feel bad for Caustic and Watson, or not Caustic, Watson.
I already got mine.
Yeah. Well, I thought you didn't have any heirlooms.
Well, Caustic got one, but I don't have one. You
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for the Watson and
Watson.
Crypto. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and I don't think it's a good heirloom. It's very bad.
Yeah, I'm not a huge
Seeing a
fan.
low poly wrench in the files was very disappointing. The
Okay.
Bangalore one at least looked nice before it was like completely finished. We had like the green textures. It was didn't have the best shading and stuff, but it looked nice at least. This wrench was about like 4 rectangles put together with unsmooth sides and maybe a color palette of 3.
Yeah.
I guess it's unfinished, right? It's not finished, so I'll look at the change. But based on what we saw in the game files, it was
Yeah.
not favorable, as Jack said.
I'm so glad that we're all as equally disappointed in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand really going. Rampart isn't a very like popular legend. No offense to people that play her. Like she's good now. I think like she's gonna be getting her buff. She'll be more fun to play. But there are hardcore Watson fans that love everything about the character, and I don't know. I feel like they just kind of completely forgot about her.
If I remember right, they say they don't go based on order now. They go based on what the devs feel like making, which is kind of weird. I just assume they just go with the most popular legend and like, okay, which one can we make the most money? Oh, okay, let's move her right.
I don't know what because the thing is that compared to Watson and Crypto, her pick rate went up, so it could be due to that.
Oh.
Ooh.
So maybe it didn't go up a lot, but it went up by like 0.8%.
I mean,
if they're looking at that to like determine what heirloom to release next, that's disappointing.
I mean,
For sure.
if it's based off what they want to design next, and they design a wrench, like, come on, like.
I'm sure Watson's is like done at this point. Same with Cryptos, but like we have to release Ramparts for some godforsaken.
Yeah, I
reason.
agree. I feel like Respawn is just they're releasing heirlooms based on what character is pulling in the most money.
Yeah,
It only makes sense for them to do it that way. So yeah, I would agree with what Kev said.
Oh no! From what I've seen this season, it's gonna kind of heavily lore-wise. It's gonna kind of go on lore Rampart's story. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a loading screen that we saw Rampart's like mom and dad.
Yeah.
And we also saw that she's getting a town takeover and above. So it looks like it's gonna revolve around her this season in some way, shape, or form. So maybe they're like, okay, I guess we're doing Ramparts.
So,
And with, like I said, there's a point of interest coming out with her.
town takeover.
Big mod
Yeah, it looks like the
what it's
Mirage
called right
Voyage, right?
now. Kind of, sort of, I think. But I think it's for both arenas and battle royale because it looks like it's gonna go over Lava City, but
Okay.
at the same time, there's like stuff in the arenas files for her.
Okay.
So it could be an arenas event that then leads into her town takeover. The teasers for that will start on September 5th, not 9th.
Yeah, we got 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So September 5th, 7th, and then 10th.
So we should be looking at 2 major events. We'll have the collection event and then the Halloween event.
I think that would be like a safe assumption, but
Yeah.
if not, then the collection event this season will probably just be a remastered version of Fight Night.
Okay. All right. Well,
All right, that sounds good.
yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah. New map coming out for arenas called Encore.
Saw that.
I'd expect that by the end of the season. Kev, you're having fun over there with that model. Just want to point that out. Yeah, you're vibing in a manner that I can't even begin to comprehend. But yeah, Encore will probably be coming out around the same time that Overflow launched in Season 9.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's also called Sky Garden, so I'd assume it's somewhere like in Olympus.
That's what I was
or
thinking.
in the air or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I have a
teleporting now.
question unrelated to like
Alright.
what we just talked about. But what about the Tropic? Since Jack is here, what about Tropic Island? Is that like still in the game files? Is that still floating around?
Tropic Island is still in the game files, and there's a new map called AI Wildlife, which would probably be for a PvE event or maybe the quest line that they had back in Season 5.
Nice,
Which would be really cool.
nice.
Yeah,
Tropics I'd expect to be released in Season 11.
Second question, how do you feel about the new legend Seer and the new LMG weapon Rampage? And also, how do you think it fits into the Season 10 meta?
So let's start with Seer first of all, who was insane. Like,
Okay.
so when I first played him, I was like, you know what? He's not gonna be that insane. He's alright. He's good. And after I played him more, and I was like, wait, hold up. I could basically know where everybody is all the time. Like, once I use my abilities correctly, I know where everybody is all the time. You know?
Yeah.
So I realized that Seer is actually kind of OP. Slight, not like insanely OP, but like just slightly.
No, he's
little bit
insanely
too
OP.
strong.
I think he's
Yeah.
insanely OP.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's insane. He's insane. So yeah, I think Respawn is gonna nerf him maybe in like the next 2 weeks. They're gonna probably nerf him very soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just the best recon legend by far right now. There's honestly no reason to use crypto unless you wanna revive your teammates and play that kind of play style. But in terms of being a recon legend who scans and stuff, Seer is by far just above all of them right now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Without a doubt. No one even comes close.
Yeah.
Like, when you look at his tactical and it scans enemies, right? It shows their health bar. It flashes them for a second. It cancels their heal and whatever they're doing, right? Which is all crazy for one tactical. Then you look at a perfectly balanced legend like Bangalore. Smoke. That's it.
Smoke.
Every season, Respawn just makes the tacticals more and more like intricate, and like they just
Yeah.
give them more abilities every season.
Yeah.
Considering like we started with the first post-launch legend being Octane, where he go fast.
Yeah.
He go fast and he take his health, and that's it. To Seer, who has no downside to using his tactical except for maybe like revealing his position, and he becomes a death sentence. If you get hit by that tactical, there is there's a low chance you're making that alive.
Unless you have a Seer on your team as well, and you like counter, you counter attack them.
Yeah.
The Rampage is it's alright. It's definitely not OP. The fire rate is really slow, so if you miss some shots, you're dead. Like if you miss any shots on someone has R3 or 1 or R9 or flatline, any gun basically, and you're missing your shots, you're gonna die. It's terrible close range, which is expected.
Yeah.
So it's really good like long range to medium range if you hit those shots and if you know how to use it. But it's definitely not like the Spitfire. It's a lot less easy to use and just pick up and just go insane with.
Yeah, I actually think the Rampage is like perfectly balanced. I don't think
so too.
Yeah, I don't think it needs a nerf. I don't think it needs any, like, the Thermite makes a lot of sense. It's got a slow fire rate. It's like the G7, just automatic. Like, I will give props. That was perfectly well designed, a way to do an LMG and put it into the game. I'm totally happy with it. I'm going back to Seer. There was a direct quote about game balance where they said the tunnel will only hit one legend. That was bullshit.
That was
Did they really say that?
Garbage.
Yeah, they said that
They said one
only
legend.
one legend. It's only big enough for one legend. And I'm like, bruh, you could fit a whole family of 5 in there. It's like a minivan. Like, you tripping.
Yeah, it really is, though.
People to like playtest the game who really know how to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
true. I guess we have game changers for that reason, but once Klein's done his work with balancing, the deed is done by
It's
that
too
point.
late. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you guys didn't see, they actually released an article on Seer's old abilities.
I did. I saw that this morning.
Yeah,
The audio stuff, right?
that was I would have not played the game if that was
Wow.
the case.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Having a bubble
Originally,
that
oh, go ahead.
completely disables audio in an area is ridiculous. Same thing with his tactical.
That's basically how Apex is right now.
Yeah,
No audio.
True.
Yeah.
true.
So okay, so for the Rampage, it was basically just a replacement for the Spitfire
Mhm.
because the people, people were just annoyed by the Spitfire, so they're like, okay, let's just replace it with the Rampage. For Seer, like, I don't know, it's just me because I'm just a try-hard casual. At first, I'm like, okay, maybe his tactical is not that good, but then after using it a bit, I'm like, oh wow, it's really good. And then for me, the ultimate is like the best part of Seer. Just be able to see where everybody is because nobody stops around, everybody just runs around. And
Yeah.
yeah, so that's basically my experience with Seer.
Speaking of like stuff they did for season 10, I'm not happy about the L-Star buff. Who the like, I'm gonna curse a little. Who the fuck decided to buff the L-Star? Like, why was that even talked about?
I don't know. I think it
I
was
don't
just for BR. Like in arenas, it was great, but no one in Battle Royale used it at all.
Yeah.
I like straight up. If they wanted to like increase its pick rate, they could have just done something simple as like reduce the visual effects, maybe increase the damage by like 1 or 2, and it would have been fine. But instead, now we can reduce the recoil with barrel stabilizers, reduce the charge up time. It has less visual effects, and didn't they reduce the recoil or something?
I think they did.
Has anyone even noticed the Revenant nerf? Like the whole when he comes out of the totem,
Oh,
it makes a
haven't.
sound effect or a visual
Nope.
effect. I've not even
No.
Hasn't impacted me at all.
Same with the slow thing. Like I've been rev-tained enough already.
Yeah, Seer is an amazing third for a Revtain combo. So insane. Other great season 10 news: the servers worked.
Yeah.
Well done, Respawn.
They got more hamsters.
Yeah.
No, it actually there hasn't been any server issues. I mean, I got one slow-mo game yesterday when I was playing in like Texas
I
servers.
forgot about those.
Yeah, but overall, like, kudos to actually like having a working server situation. Like, credit where I don't know if they did something different, but credit where credit is due. I do have one complaint, and it's as an Xbox player. I know that they're doing the rollouts. Like, I get the that they have to roll it out at different times because you don't want everyone to load in at the same time and crash things. I totally get it. But someone needs to communicate what time the updates are going out on which console, because I was like hard resetting my Xbox for like 30 minutes waiting for the update to go live.
Yeah, I felt bad for y'all.
Yeah. And then it was a 60 gig update. So I got screwed.
All right, but you're in season 6. I think PlayStation got the update like 45 minutes late.
Yeah. Which is like, I get the updates coming out late because you want the game to have a smooth rollout with so many people downloading it. But just like, go on Twitter. Tell people what time the certain consoles will be updating. I feel like,
Ryan is very capable of doing that, but I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
I guess it'll look like favoritism, and he doesn't want to,
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they want to because it'll look like they're prioritizing certain platforms. So just like leave it and just do it.
Well, yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess if Ryan could just like DM me then.
Just you specifically.
Like question 3. So apparently it looks like our next map in Apex Legends may be a tropical island on Gaia. So what information do we even know about that planet?
So we have some legends that are from Gaia. It's Caustic, Crypto, and Rampart, right? So like we all said in the beginning. Yeah. Oh wait.
He's up.
What about now?
Hello,
Better. You're good. You're good. Now I can see your head.
Okay. Let me not move. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 legends that are from Gaia, right? And so the story behind that planet, right, is that it's kind of like the planet that feeds the galaxy with a lot of crops there, right? And so what happened is, to keep the story short, is that there was a civil war in the Outlands, right? And everybody was basically fighting each other, and Gaia got the worst of it. And so what happened is that after the war, the people that were in charge of the planet, right? They became kind of tyrannical. Where the cities, one of the cities was Satomato, something like that, right? It's the place where Caustic killed those scientists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened is that they're very they're like the Big Brother see where they spy on everybody and they ask questions, and that's the Gaia Task Force. And basically it's kind of hinted that the Gaia Task Force and the Syndicate are working together, but you know, since it's their planet, the Gaia Task Force does what they want, right? And so what's gonna happen, right, is what I think is gonna happen is that we're gonna go over there and we're gonna continue the story with Rampart, because in the loading screen she talks about Big Sister and her little group of gang, right? So it looks like we're gonna, because we don't have any lore this season. I'm guessing, like Jack just said, like they might be working on some PvE stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like we might be getting some kind of PvE missions in season 11. And we're gonna continue the story with Caustic and Crypto and what happened to their mom. Maybe Caustic's finally gonna tell us why he killed the scientists.
That'd be good.
And yeah, so that's basically the simple lore of Gaia.
We're gonna find out that like he's like Caustic's like the good guy here, and the scientists were trying to like destroy Talos or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
I definitely think Caustic's got one of the more interesting stories out of all the, like, he's the most like Revenant and Loba are obviously fan favorites with like having a very interconnected lore, but Caustic's like got a very like you can't tell all his motivations in the lore 100%. At least I can't, because I'm not that smart. But like there's definitely a lot that's under the surface there, and I really like that aspect of him.
I think rather than having, so most of the maps are like over a certain area, like King's Canyon is over the water, World's Edge is over the lava, and Olympus is over the planet. I'd rather see this one level and have deep waters, and if you go out in the water too far, you'll just die to the zone or whatever.
Lore-wise is mostly farmland, but I'm guessing they're just gonna put a random beach in the middle of the. Okay, so yeah, random island.
Hear this.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I don't know. Just gonna put like a random beach there in the city. Maybe we'll be like near Satomato, like I said. And actually, now that I think about it, it could be like Miami, like you know how they have their beach, and like so Satomato could be like one side of the map, and then the beach on the other side with some like forest area and another side. No, jungle. I mean, yeah, for the spiders.
That makes sense.
And so it could be something like that. I mean, to me, that makes the most sense.
Tijana, you live in a very tropical area, from my understanding, right?
Yeah.
What, as someone who lives in a tropical area, what does Respawn need to do to really hit the hammer on the head to create this map for you, like personally? Like, what do you want to see?
Well, I mean, just lots of like greenery, I guess. Lots of greenery, lots of trees. Not just like a random ocean, but like lots of greenery, lots of jungles. Not really just like palm trees, but more like actual, just like, I don't know, it's actually just greenery, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I get you.
Did anyone here play the original Halo, and there's the map, The Silent Cartographer, where you're on the island? No one played that? That's how I want to see it.
When did the first Halo drop?
2001. Yeah.
Bro, I was 1 year old. Jack wasn't even born.
I was. And there he goes. Bye.
Wait, what happened?
All right, everyone. Thank you for coming today.
Yeah, I was 11.
Jack wasn't even born.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2 or 3.
It's all good.
They have a remastered one, came out in 2009, so.
Hey, I was 5.
Yeah. Okay,
I was 8.
Fuck me. I mean, I'm hoping we see something with Spider. I always like when they add, like, environment, like, things like what Jack kind of mentioned, like the Prowlers or the Flyers. Something that makes the map feel actually alive. Like, you know.
Yeah, the spiders just like weave you into a web and get you stuck there. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
In a fully movement game, like you get completely trapped by a bunch of arachnids.
I people with arachnophobia will probably hate it, I imagine.
Oh,
Respawn tries to really like create balance so that everyone can play it and enjoy it. But I don't know how they're going to do that with spiders.
Oh yeah, let me add one thing to that. If you guys remember in season 4, we had like a little cave with treasure. Do you guys remember that, or was it season 5?
What map?
No, I mean for the loading screen, the background.
Oh no, I don't.
Not at all.
Yeah,
you guys don't remember the loading screen with like the treasure?
Kev, there's like 50 loading screens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a little more specific than that, bud.
Okay, basically, if we go there, we might try to find some treasure. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, that'd be cool. New maps. It's like everyone's playing right now for season 10, but season 11, I think the launch will be even bigger if they have a new map. Like everyone's gonna be on it.
Question 4. So recently, a lot of big names in content creation and streaming have come to play Apex Legends in Season 10. Do you guys think they're going to stay, or do you think they're eventually going to get bored and leave?
Bro, I'm just excited, honestly. I see a lot of people saying how these big players are going to like ruin Apex or like make it, worse because Warzone players are going to come over as well. This is great for the game. This brings us more attention. This makes Apex bigger, which hopefully will give, Respawn and EA a bigger budget to even give us better updates. Just make it's overall just a win-win when a game grows. It should be, right? It should be. I think that at least for one season, they're gonna play this game for like Tim and Nick Mooks and all of them because they really seem to be enjoying it, like genuinely enjoying it. Do you, Kev?
Kev, you're flying away, dude.
He's got emotes now too.
This man is distracted.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm like
back.
trying. I've had to look at
bad.
my second monitor every once in a while because it's hard to stay composed to see like Kev start ascending.
All right, Kajana, continue.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully they stay for more than just like 1 week, but I think that they would because they seem to really be enjoying it. So it's a win-win for Apex, and yeah, Apex is the biggest FPS out there right now. So
Yeah, it's absolutely
that's a big dub.
It's good to see. Anytime players are try out a new game, and especially the game that I enjoy, I'm all for it because Apex movement is so much better than Call of Duty, which most of them are coming from. It's also a better game. Hashtag fuck Call of Duty. I don't like it.
Fair enough.
Kev, you have some conspiracy theories. What do you got going on?
Oh, okay. So all these new the first thing I don't, with all these new people coming over, I hope Respawn doesn't listen to them because they have like a bigger audience. I hope they don't like the devs like try to listen to them to like, oh hey, I can't kill them fast enough, so they lower the shield a bit. I hope they don't do that.
I would hate to see
that's
that,
that's my only concern. But my conspiracy, right, is that we all know like some of those streamers have contacts with the devs, right?
Yeah.
Like I think who was it, Rogue? Yeah, I think Rogue. And so what I think is happening, this is my conspiracy, right? Because it makes no sense why they all decided to join Apex late season 9. It makes no sense. Usually people jump the bandwagon when something's really popular, but Apex wasn't really popular like at the end of season 9. So to me, I was like, something's going on. So what I think is happening, right? Listen to this. I think they were told, like we know that season 11, we're gonna get like new map, new character, like supposedly a Titanfall character, and we're also going to get a new way of telling the lore via PvE. And so I think they're all getting ready up, right? They were told like season 11 is gonna be big, and it's probably gonna be like the golden age of Apex, right? Like the thing that makes Apex like into the next level. So I think they're just getting their audience ready for season 11. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because nothing makes sense. Like why were you bandwagon Apex at the end of season 9? Like there was no popularity, no nothing, unless they're trying to set up for like season 11. You see what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, definitely what happened is, I mean, it would be absolutely asinine to not think that they did not get paid by EA to play the game. Like that's just like that's a fact. However, if they choose to, once they're being paid to play the game and they're enjoying it and they stay, that's completely up to them. And I think that's going to happen.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts. I give it a month.
I
mean, I'm not even sure if they got. Do you guys think they really got paid to play?
Yes.
I do.
100%. Like it would be like I could see them not being paid if it was like 1 or 2 of them, but like every big streamer, like
because it started with Courage, right? Who was playing Apex on and off for like months.
yeah, he was doing ranked and stuff.
Yeah, right. Then after it was Nick and them. I mean, I feel like Warzone was in a really bad state towards the end of Apex Season 9. On top of that, Activision had this big scandal as well. So it's like literally a perfect mixture, right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you
Everyone
mean.
to
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like it just so happened that, you know, Warzone was trash. Activision can't really deal with Warzone right now because of what's going on. And
Mhm.
Apex has a new season dropping in a week.
So
And some Warzone streamers are playing Apex already. So I feel like it just happened coincidentally.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my thoughts.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I
what you're
watched Nick Mooks. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, what you're saying is that the streamers don't want to be associated with Activision Blizzard because of the whole sexual harassment stuff. So they're
I
just
think
bandwagging.
I think that has a part to play in it for sure. I feel like streamers, especially the big ones, are just tired of the cheating problem in Warzone and the lack of like acknowledgement of it from Activision and Infinity Ward. So I feel like it's just it was a perfect storm for them to really want to make us switch to Apex, and I feel like it just so happened that Season 10 was 1 week away or 2 weeks away.
Could be the case. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Battlefield 2042 comes out, because that is in a similar vein to Call of Duty. However, it doesn't come with the problems associated with Call of Duty.
I don't feel like it's gonna kill Apex though. I feel like it's a different kind of gameplay style.
Oh yeah, I won't kill it, but I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if those big streamers go and play that as well. I don't know.
They will for sure. Yeah.
Jack, what are your thoughts?
Like you said, I think they are getting paid mainly. I don't think this is gonna last super long, especially with another thing I was taking into consideration, similar to what Kev was saying, is that a lot of these streamers have contacts with the devs, and a lot of these streamers have also been picking up these ones coming in. Like I saw Nicewig and who else was it yesterday playing with Courage and stuff like that. It's almost like a paid collaboration in my head, seeing that they're like almost paid to play together. With Nicewig being incredibly talented at the game, Courage just kind of coming in with his, you know, personality and his big follower count.
Yeah.
So I think it's less of them maybe being paid to play the game and having other people play with them as well as that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
a little bit of the conspiracy side too there, Kev.
If they did get paid to play the game, I don't actually have a problem with that. I don't think that's a fundamentally wrong thing. Like, of course, if you're Respawn or EA Legends and you have, I mean, they made $1 billion, I think, in the last quarter. They just said off of Apex. You should use that money to try to grow the audience from other video games with content creators that are moving over. So I don't have a problem with that. I think it's a good thing for the health of the game. It gets a lot more people interested in it. And I think that once they try it out and they like I guarantee you some of them are going to stay. They're going to really like the gameplay and stay. But it's also very possible, like what Kajana said, it could have just been a very perfect storm that led to it.
If I remember right, they paid Ninja like close to $1 million to play Apex when it first came out. But, you know, long term it didn't work.
Yeah.
They did. They paid and Shroud. They paid a ton of streamers to play it when it first came out. Like millions.
This man just said.
Yeah.
He played for like what, maybe a week, 2?
Yeah,
he got $1 million to play Apex for 1 week.
Yep. Yeah. That was their whole launch strategy. Is they didn't do any promo for it. They didn't no one knew it. They keep referring to it as the Beyonce drop. They just dropped it. But then they also paid. They took that money from doing advertisements and just gave it to the streamers that were really big. That
was actually really smart.
Yeah, true.
Tobias says they also paid Dr. Disrespect on the launch. I think that's also true. Who also didn't stay?
They definitely paid XQC though, for sure.
Oh yeah. Because
he
had no idea what he was doing when he was playing too. It was kind of like adorable. He was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I got an heirloom. I'm like, okay, now EA is just like giving him shit. Like they're like, huh?
Yeah. What do I do with heirloom shards?
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Did you randomly just get heirloom shards?
Yeah, no, he just happened to open a pack on his first day ever playing it and got an heirloom shard. And I'm like, I see you, EA.
Question 5. With Rampart's Town Takeovr and the new Halloween collection event coming out soon, what are your theories and what do you think they'll be like?
Well, I guess in regards to it, there's not a whole lot to say. I think there's a lot that needs to be worked on already because the SBMM on it is horrendous. It doesn't make any sense. It's completely based on luck what your placement's going to be. It's It's whatever that first match you get in that placement is. That's essentially what your deciding rank is. I see nothing else after it mattering.
Right.
The rewards for it are kind of lackluster. It's a hollow spray, a charm, and a badge. I don't think many people will push for it. They need to make it a lot more rewarding than it is right now, because otherwise it's just gonna be a less played arenas mode because people don't want to have to stress about the sweatiness of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think the comp is also horrific right now, with it just being L-Star Prowler Eva for the entire match. And then we had like some bow check users yesterday.
Yeah, and Seer everywhere.
We've not played a match where we didn't have Seer on both teams.
Yeah. It's an interesting meta. I also I've talked with you guys about it. I know I've talked with Jack about it, but like, so everything in ranked arenas is based off wins. It doesn't matter what you do for kills. It doesn't matter what you do for damage. All about whether you win or lose. And the level of your opponent, if you beat a really good team, you get more points. If you beat a really bad team, you don't get that many points, which is fine. I would like a setting where I can choose to put me against very tough opponents rather than it being randomized. Like, let me try to get more points by playing a really good team instead of giving me lower tier teams and giving me a small amount of points, because that's just making my grind a lot harder. And then you also have that setting for high level players where like maybe they don't want to play something so sweaty in ranked arenas, and they're okay with getting a minor amount of points, so they have the setting option to play weaker opponents, and then everyone's happy. I don't know. That's my thought. John, to go ahead.
Interesting.
No, I agree with what you just said. Basically, I just feel like this system right now is just weird. Like, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't have much else to say. I agree with what you guys are talking about. It just needs to get tweaked a little bit more to make it more like, accurate of a person's true skill. I would say.
Yeah. It's a solo's nightmare. You cannot solo in that game mode.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Kev, have you tried it out? What are your thoughts?
No, I haven't tried, but from what I've seen, people were saying that if you're really good, right, and you face a bad team, right, you just get like 12 RP or something like that. But if you beat a really good team, you get like 60. And so I saw some people saying like, if you're the really good team, what you want to do is like win 3 matches, then lose, and then like purposely lose your 4th match, and then like try to win like 3 again, then lose, like some weird stuff. Like nobody knows how it works. Nobody knows how. Yeah.
People are already getting the Excel spreadsheets out on how to cheese through arenas. All I know is I've played it. I like it. It's fun. It just needs a little bit of tweaking. It just doesn't feel cohesive, I guess. I'm also like pissed off because this is bullshit. But Sweatband TV, who's absolutely amazing, he won every single game and he got Plat 3. I only lost 2 matches and I got Gold 4. 2 losses should not be the difference between Platinum and Gold. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
And then, like I said, I had a friend today who went. It was like 9 and 10. It was 10 and 10 or 9 and 1, and he got Silver 2. So it's completely scuffed right now.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Someone actually
he did better than you, and then got placed an entire tier lower.
It's weird. Someone actually in the comments right now, Tobiah gave a good idea, and I kind of want your guys' opinion on it. How would you guys feel about an arena battle pass, a separate one?
I've always thought that arena should be like a completely separate game mode from Battle Royale, treated as a separate game with maybe different legend unlocks and stuff like that. So I'd love to see an arena's battle pass.
Yeah.
Maybe have it be a little bit cheaper or something like that. Or if you buy the actual battle pass, you get the arenas one too. But
yeah. That'd be cool. Jana?
I feel like it's a good idea in theory, but it's gonna be a way for Respawn to milk more money from us.
Yeah.
Maybe
but it's a good idea in theory.
I'm trying to think about how they could do it like financially, like where it obviously shouldn't be as expensive as the normal battle pass. Maybe they would never let us use red token.
Maybe you get like half the battle pass,
I was gonna say,
pass. Yeah, if you buy BR battle pass.
Oh, what I was thinking was that rather than having 100 tiers, it's a 50 tier battle pass or $5. Something like that.
Yeah, that could work.
I was thinking legend tokens because
I also thought that, but they would never do that. They never.
I have half of. What do I do with my legends? I have 500,000.
Yeah, you don't do anything. Congratulations.
You hoard it and then you put it in the bank account. You get some interest on it, and then you take it out, and with the interest, you still spend it on nothing. You get recolors. I guess that's cool. I think they should just maybe do a free battle pass, like just like reward the players for arena, get people interested in arenas and a reason to grind it and play it, because that mode really struggles to retain players. So you like, yes, I get it, it's free. They don't want to do free stuff, but like you should to promote and get people to play it.
Yeah.
Can't pay for the thing. Do we think they're going to do any changes for the Halloween mode this year?
I do. I think they're gonna just tweak it minor, like a little bit each time, because I remember the first time around it was free for all with the it was free for all in the beginning, and then you got the last 10 players and then the team of shadows. And then they wanted to prevent people from leaving, so they made it squads. I think this time around maybe they could do like 30 people on like a team of legends and 30 on a team of shadows would be kind of cool.
Yeah, 30 for 30, that would be it. Awesome. Do you think we'll see anything special for arenas with Halloween?
I doubt it. I think they're kind of like, I think their big thing for this season for arenas was ranked arenas. They'll have like some of the flash events, and like I said, the Rampart event is gonna be partially integrated into arenas. So I think that's about it.
That makes sense.
It would be cool if like a Shadowfall arena. A Shadowfall arena mode would be sick, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they gonna keep the Halloween events on Kings Canyon or a different map?
I don't know. Probably Kings Canyon. I'd assume so. They've done it for that for the past 2 seasons or the past 2 years. So
I would imagine Kings Canyon, just because they also have the nighttime. Like the assets are already built. It saves them just a ton of time.
I would love to see Olympus at night, though, or World's Edge at night.
That World's Edge at night is something I've been wanting since it came out.
Yeah, that'll be fire.
There's enough lighting on the map, like from the environment and from lamps and stuff, that would look really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, night mode on either of those would be good. I actually want them to bring back the original mode with the 10 survivors going for the dropship. I don't know. It was fun. I liked that.
That was more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I also liked the shadow double jump ability and wall running they added. So you could bring that part back and then just have for the dropship. The dropship's just fun, man. It's like an objective. It actually feels scary because you're like in a room with like 10 of your homies and you're like, there's like 1,000 zombies outside and you're like, I just shit myself. Well, okay, that was weird. I'm gonna cut that out.
Well, I'm clipping that.
Yeah, someone in the chat will, I think.
But can you guys imagine like World's Edge? I mean, the Halloween event being on World's Edge, and like you're in the car park building there in Capital City, and like you have like all of these shadows chasing you, and you're trying to like use the zip line and run away and stuff.
Yeah,
in the dark. That'll be so much fun.
I just considered something in regards to the Shadowfall event and Revenant's new passive is, has anyone tried scaling the space elevator on Olympus and Skyhook? Like the thing going all the way up? Has anyone tried climbing that yet?
All right, boys, we got something to do after the podcast.
Yeah, I think we do.
I don't think you'll make it. I think it's a little bit too high.
Probably, but I want to see how far we could get.
I also, have you guys seen I'm tired. I was gonna say, like, my mind is like jumping to like 5 different things. Kevin, what were you gonna say? Go ahead, you got this.
I was gonna say, like, I tried climbing. I forgot what building was it. Apparently, Rev's ability is not unlimited climb. There's a limit.
Yeah, there's a limit.
Yeah.
Damn, which sucks.
Yeah.
Dan, you lied.
But
you did lie.
Like, imagine. Okay, there's ways around it. You can use the Valk VTOL jump jets. Go super high, launch into it with a Revenant, and then start climbing from when you hit the side. Thank you everyone for watching the podcast. We'll be back again next week. We haven't decided on next week's guest. I know Gaming Merchant has reached out to me. I know Kajana's talking to the Lifeline voice actress. And there's also another couple content creators. But we will figure it out and we'll have that next week. So thank you everyone for watching, and we will be back next week.